I'm losing my mind just a little.
Hello everyone, for today's video, I will gonna show you how to apply version control by following the series of activities. So first, we need to learn about get. So what is get? Get is a super popular version control system that we will gonna use to apply version control. First, we need to open the terminal of get. So to open the terminal, we just need to double click the Git Bash icon. Then the terminal shall open. So what is a terminal? A terminal or command line is just simply an area where we will gonna type our commands. So in the first activity, we need to create a blank folder that we will gonna name learn underscore get underscore again. So to create an empty folder, we will use the command mkdir, which stands for make directory. So to create a empty folder, just type the mkdir command, then space, then the name of the file you want to create, which is the learn underscore get underscore again. So before we're gonna hit the enter, I will first show you the user directory, which is our working directory right now. To show you that in this directory, we have many folders here right now, but there's no folder called learn get again. But as we enter the command, you will see that a new folder shall be created in this directory. As you can see, we have now created a new folder, which is named learn underscore get again. So after creating the new folder, which is learn get again, open it, and as you can see, it's empty, right? So to choose this as our working directory, we are gonna use the command cd or change directory. So just type in the terminal the cd command space the name of the directory you want to change. Learn underscore get underscore again. So after hitting the enter button, as you can see in the terminal, under the Alan Mingy directory is learn get again, which is the master, which is now our working directory. So in the third step of our activity is to create an empty a new file. So the empty file shall be named as third.txt or third.txt. So to create a new file, we're gonna use the command touch. Just type touch, TUCH, then space, and the name of the file that you want to create, which is third.txt. As you can see, in our folder, which is learn underscore get again, there's no file. But after hitting the command, a new file has been created, which is file name as third and has the file extension text. So after that, we will gonna initialize an empty repository. So, why do we need to initialize an empty repository? So, an empty repository or the repository is just in Git, it is just a project that we will gonna use to save all the history, all the changes that we will make in our project. So to show you that, we will gonna initialize uh, an empty repository or create an empty repository. Just just go to your directory, your working directory, which is learn underscore get again. Then go to the view tab, then click hidden items. As you can see right now, there is no hidden items in that directory. But after initializing an empty repository, you're gonna use the command get init, which is the command for initializing an empty repository. After hitting enter button, a prompt saying that we have initialized an empty Git repository in drive C under user under Allen Mingy directory under learn get again under .get, which is our repository, or simply as our directory for saving all our log or our history. So after clicking the hidden items in the directory, you will see a hidden folder which is .get, which is our empty repository. So after initializing an empty repository, we need to add the file third.txt in the initializing stage or the staging area. So why do we need to staging area or file? Well, as you can see in the staging area, we are making sure that our file is ready to be committed in the history. So to initialize or to not to initialize, but instead to add the file in our staging area, we will gonna use the get space add command, then the name of the file that you want to add, which is third.txt, to add it to the to the staging area. So after hitting the enter button, the third.txt shall be added to the staging area. Then we need to commit. But before committing, we need to give our information first. Because if we will not give our information first, especially our email and our username, the terminal will not commit your message, or you will not the file shall be not committed in the history because it needs your profile. So to add your profile, just use the command get config space user dot email space double quote, then your email, which is I will gonna use my institutional email, which is alanray.mingy@nmsc.edu.ph, then closing the double quote. Then hit enter. After giving your email, we need to give our username, which is we will gonna use again the get config command. Then user dot name. Then double quote again. Then any name that you want to give, which is my name, Alan. Then closing the double quote, then hit enter. After giving your information or your details, we will now commit a message to our file in the staging area, which we're gonna use get commit hyphen no hype sorry hyphen m. Then the hyphen m means message, then double quotation, then your message, which I will gonna use adding third text, then double quote, then hit enter. After hitting enter, you have now created a message in committing your file in the staging area. So we have now saved or we have committed the changes on our file, which is adding third text. So to know the history that we have added the third text, we're gonna use the command get log. By hitting enter, as you can see now, this is our history, which is adding third text by my author Alan, which has the email alanray.mingi@nlc.edu.ph, then the date where you have committed which is Friday, September 9, and of course the time that you have committed. So to show you more about how to apply version control, we will gonna create another file, which is fourth.txt. So to create a new file, we will gonna use still the command touch, then space, then the name of the file that you want to create, which is fourth.txt. Hit enter, and again, as you can see in our folder, a new file has been created, which is fourth. Then let's add it again in our staging area. Hit enter. Next, we're gonna commit a message. No need for you to give again your user email and your username or your information, because you have already given it to the repository. So just commit directly a message to your file. So get commit hyphen m space the message you want to commit, which is adding fourth text. Now, after adding fourth text in your history, we're gonna remove third text. How to remove third text, or how to remove the file third text? By using rm. It means removing. So rm, we will gonna the term removing in get is not really removing it, but actually deleting the file. So by typing rm in your terminal, then space the name of the file that you want to remove, which is third.txt. Hit enter. After hitting enter, the third text disappeared in your directory in learn get again. So after deleting it, we will gonna add that file again to the staging area. Oh. Then after hitting enter, after adding it to the staging area, we're gonna commit again another message. Sorry. Now the message that we will gonna commit is we have removed third text. So removing third text. Then hit enter. So to know about the changes that we have made, we're just gonna use the get log to know the history, to show the history of the repository. After hitting it, as you can see, we have three changes happen to our project that has been saved in the repository. First is adding third text. Then after adding third text, we add fourth text. After adding fourth text, we remove third text. As you can see, we can easily change any files or any codes that we want in any project that we will gonna change because of using version control. So thank you for listening, and that's all.